Hey friends, we are looking at an alt brick set made by the company called Lego. This is set number 40806 with 697 pieces. This is a new company that I've heard mentioned by a couple of my creator friends, and they've talked about it a lot, so much so that I thought I'd need to share a little bit of what they've been saying.
Because today I'm discovering a new set of bricks. Legu, I think the Legu, I don't know what the little French translation is, but I think that's what their name is. So
Today, this is a brand new company. It's a European company. I'm not sure exactly how to pronounce it. Ligo? I think it's Ligo.
Apparently it's called Ligo, or don't know exactly, but we'll call Ligio. People online say it's huge.
In this video, we're going to take a look at the box, the set, what you're going to get, and we'll take a look at the parts to see if they're compatible with the major brands. And then we'll take a look at the instructions and see how easy they are to follow too. All right, so looking at the box, this is an IP called Star Wars. I'm not sure what that is, and I've Googled it. I couldn't find anything. It looks a lot like Star Plan. This is a brand or a theme that I'm pretty familiar with. And this is one that, I mean, it's got a very similar logo to Star Plan. So I feel like this company, Lego, has kind of, maybe they're copying what Star Plan has done here. Star Plan, of course, is a beloved IP that, since I was a kid, I'd watch all those movies and I really enjoyed them. And this one, it's got kind of a more of a war feel to it instead of with Star Plan, which is more about project management. This one is a vehicle from that universe. And I'm assuming that Lego made it up and it's their own original IP. So what we're seeing here is a mechanical dog, a pretty big one, and it is mostly brown and it's kind of dressed up to look like a holiday Christmas themed. It's got the four legs and stuff and a lot of gingerbread things. And look at the candy cane thing there. It's pretty cool. It's got a gingerbread man with a helmet and a candy cane as well. We'll take a look at that figure. It's the only figure it comes with. And I was hoping to see lights. I mean, it would have been terrific to see lights here. The other thing I'll mention, oh, and it's got a full interior. In this video, we're going to also build it. So at the end of the video, we'll also look at it all built up. The box is a little weird. It showed these weird little thumbs here. And I think what they wanted you to do is press it. And I did. I pressed those two spots and nothing happened. So I had to get out my knife and I ended up cutting it open instead. And that's how I got it open. So it's weird that they have little thumbs. I don't know what that means. I'm used to sets that have boxes that are reusable and openable. That's kind of the standard. So it's a little strange that the box was not easy to open. All right, as far as the parts go, they look like they're pretty much the same quality as Go Bricks and what we've seen from them. They're numbered bags, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And one thing I thought was good, a good innovation here, was that there are not multiple bags for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Instead, everything is put into one bag. So if you look at bag 5 here, it's got a smaller bag inside for some of the smaller pieces, which I think is an amazing way to handle that, because now these tiny little pieces, they won't get caught inside of bigger pieces and they won't get lost. I thought that was really cool. The other thing that's neat in here is that there is this like cardboard box. I'm not sure what is inside this cardboard box. I'm eager to find out. And as far as I can tell, all the decorations here are printed, and there's a little bit of like silver application in there too. And I did find the torso for the gingerbread man, and it's like right here and it's printed. It looks like he's got it's interesting decoration. It doesn't look holiday themed. It looks maybe more mechanical. All right, and then it's got a brick separator in here too. And yeah, so look, it also has these rubberized pieces, comes with 2 of those. All right, so the instructions, here you go. It's staple bound, and right off the bat, it mentions packaging, how to use the brick separator, pretty normal stuff. So first thing they have you do is build out the gingerbread man, and it looks like he's got a stick or a churro or some sort of, I don't know, almost looks like one of those ice treats in a stick, frozen treats. And then you start to build it. The pacing is pretty good, not bad for a new company. Usually new companies try to cram everything into as small as manual as they can to save money. So here they've done a pretty good job. Some of these steps only have one part in the entire step. So I think the pacing is pretty good. Printing is a little bit on the darker side. So hopefully that will improve over time. But I think if you ever built a set before, it will feel pretty familiar to you. There you can see the dog is starting to take shape. It is missing a tail, I noticed. I mean, a dog should have a tail. It should have ears. I don't see any of that stuff happening. And then it has this parked inventory at the very back. I did not see a link to any kind of online instructions, so I'm assuming they don't do that. And that's kind of normal for new companies. They don't really have that. Okay, so that's what we've got so far. And now let's build it, and then we'll be back in a minute with the review. Okay, so here's the finished space dog. You can see that it's posable, and they have you posing in this kind of downward dog, playful pose. And you've got a head here. He's got a nice little tongue and eyes and some ears. And then it's got this weird tail. The tail's not done very well, but it's okay. And then I like that the head, you can pose it just a little bit, give a little bit of personality, that kind of thing going on. So not too bad. And then the side doors, they do open up. Nothing fancy inside there. But it is kind of weird that a dog's sides would open up, but I guess it's a space dog, so that's okay too. All right, so that's the look at our space dog from Lego. It's okay. I do wish they had included lighting. That's something that I'm expecting from most major brands right now. And you know, these little lights here are a perfect opportunity to put lights, but they didn't do it. But aside from that, you know, it came together pretty well. The quality is very similar to Go Bricks, so I appreciated that. Things were not over clutched or under clutched. They were pretty good. All right, hope you enjoyed this review. Like the video if you like it, and then hit subscribe. I can keep bringing you unusual sets like this in the future. All right, thanks.